Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. Two division rivals face off next. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid season up to this point. 15 wins on the year, and that's a pretty good number. He's going to look to add to that total in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Colton Wong. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Weekly hit towards first. Right to him. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he could do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Edman. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's just 2 for 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. First offering on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Miles Michaelis will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Edman is there to put it away for route number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Wilson Contreras. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jason Hayward is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Michaelis has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Edman is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan.
Ready now, Chris Bryant, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is there, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. First pitch on its way. Line hard, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes, down.
Hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is good. The third baseman, number 13.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Pulled toward right center field. Happ is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Here's the first pitch to him. On a line, that's a base hit. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
1-1 the count. 1-1 the pitch.
Ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. All even now, 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch hit on the ground out to short. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. Contreras, a 27-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2. Pops this one up. Coming in is O'Neill. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a two-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Hit back toward the mound. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
So digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is low, ball one. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. Contreras at second. Rizzo on at first with nobody out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. Happ, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Comes into this one at 271. 11 home runs and 48 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Strike 2. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The set and the 2-2, and it's fouled away. Swung on and chopped down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Two and two. Here it is.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The 2-2. The 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in now, Brian O'Keefe. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hayward coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 39, Michael.
At the plate, Miles Michaelis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted down the line in left, and that's going to land foul. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Ground ball left side, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and none left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Javier Baez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. Baez is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Popped him up. Carpenter over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
The next Cub up, Jason Hayward, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Tommy Edman.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base running.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He swings and grounds it to short. Baez has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
Next to the Cardinals, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Stepping into the box, Matt Carpenter. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this evening.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Chris Bryant. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Edman moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and 1 to Schwarber.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Ian Happ. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 1-0.
Nope.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Grounder down the line at third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And now he has some trouble with it in left. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. At the plate now, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The 0-1 offering. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Second and third, 2 away. Line drive to left. O'Neill is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Striding in, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
No runs, 4 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Hit on the ground is short. There's Baez. And quickly there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Into the box now, Brian O'Keefe. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. And he lays off for ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Now he'll step off. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and into bat next, the pitcher Miles Michaelis.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Justin Turner will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 49, Justin Turner.
Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Colton Wong. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes a called strike 2.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Digging in once again, Tommy Edman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Alex Reyes enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Reyes utilizes a good curveball as a part of his arsenal, but it's not just your run-of-the-mill breaking ball. It's unique in that he's able to throw it with great velocity, a power curve, if you will. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 2-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
high, and that cost him ball 4. So he's aboard following the one-out walk. They're second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Ready for another shot now, Kyle Schwarber. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
No ball.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Wong for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping up is the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a drive by DeYoung. This ball is hit well to left field, and it's gone into the bleachers. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. Home run number 37 on the year. And with it, the Redbirds have made this a 2-1 game.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as it's grounded sharply to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Hero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jeremy Jeffress comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Jeffress, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit on the ground toward the left. Baez able to get there. Kipnis on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Cards claw back a bit on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals 1. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder Ian Happ. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Wong. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Called strike 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
David Bodie will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
David Bodie.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. His average sits at 296 entering play. A dozen home runs, and he's driven in 45. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Craig Kimbrell has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Settling in now, Brian O'Keefe.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. The 3-2 pitch freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
So now to the plate, Alex Reyes, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's Colton Wong now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. And that brings up Javi Baez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
We got time.
First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Now the pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Dan Winkler takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Chicago Cubs, number 43, Dan Winkler.
Into the box, Tommy Edman. He singled his last time up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Goldschmidt with a swing and a ball sent out to deep left. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
This guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Standing in now, Paul DeYoung. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, DeYoung is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. In time to first, and there are two away.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Digging in, Matt Carpenter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Into the wind, the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Cards are able to tie things up on this solo home run. Home half of the ninth is straight ahead, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh and 1 count. Here it is. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Fouled off. The next 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler O'Neill. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now back, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Digging in to try it again, Harrison Bader. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next to the Cardinals, the catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Stepping in, Brian O'Keefe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Into the wind, the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Lane Thomas will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 35, Lane Thomas.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Ready with the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cards leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Jordan Hicks comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Jordan Hicks.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Ian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bader is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
43. Winkler.
Victor Caratini will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Victor Caratini.
In there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So they're held in check here this half of the inning, and we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Alec Mills takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Chicago Cubs. Number 30, Alec Mills.
11th inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Colton Wong. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Happ has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now back, right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Standing in, Tommy Edman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Paul Goldschmidt. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. Into the wind, the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Set now for the bottom of the 11th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Javier Baez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. A 3-0. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Here's Chris Bryant now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Lifted in the air out to right. Edman is there, 1 away. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Contreras has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. The 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he will take strike 3 called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with 2 away now. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A 2-out hit would win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Still 1-2. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to inning number 12 we go. And we are tied 2-2. On to the 12th frame in this one, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1. Nope, that's off the plate, ball 2.
This is line to left. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. At the plate, Matt Carpenter struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Hard hit ball towards the hole, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, O'Neill.
So striding in, Tyler O'Neill. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The windup and the 0-2. hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Bouncer to the left side. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. Score remains 2-2. Bottom of the 12th inning now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Andrew Miller will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th.
Andrew Miller.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Miller has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. The 0-1 pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Into the box, Ian Happ, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Jason Kipnis, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Comes set, the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The set and the 1-1. Weekly hit to third. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Time to put the coffee pot on. 13th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. 13th inning ready to begin, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Brian O'Keefe. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that liner caught him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Andrew Miller, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are falling right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Colton Wong will stand in. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Somebody always takes an 0 for. You don't want to be that guy. He was 0 for 5 coming into that plate appearance. This knock had to feel amazing for him. 1 for 6.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. The 1-0. Right side hit hard to second for 1, and good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are tied 2-2. Nico Horner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 2, Nico Horner.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. His average sits at 296 entering play. 4 home runs and 22 RBIs. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
The 1-2. Popped up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that pitch is out.
1 out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, and he fouls this one off. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
1-2. Here it is. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. The set and the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The payoff pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Rowan Wick is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning. Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time, Dan. Got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next to the Cardinals, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Carpenter. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Scooped up. Curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him one extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. The 1-0.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next to the Cardinals, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Here's the first pitch.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are tied 2-2. On to the bottom of the 14th, and stepping in the long ball threat, Chris Bryant. First pitch coming, here it is. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And this is a case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The 1-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The 1-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Taken in by Carpenter. Wong for 1. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect of more baseball looms on the horizon. There are 2 away now.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Cubs are down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Brian O'Keefe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. On, he pops it up. Hayward coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
The pitcher, number 21, Andrew.
Standing in now, Andrew Miller. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Gets to pitch in this one after all, as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
Kyle Ryan.
To the plate now, Colton Wong. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Ryan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. The 0-1. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And he has broken this one open as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody's tries to go deep and end it with one swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive in a pair.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. Hap is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now in the box, Paul DeYoung. He comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And another foul ball. Count remains 2-2. From the stretch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
I didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. As a look, now the pitch. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He enters this plate appearance 3 for 6 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
2 out, bases loaded. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now the 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. St. Louis is out in front, 4-2. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. Giovanni Gallegos enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Giovanni Gallegos.
Now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He'll try again, 1-2.
This is the count.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So the base hit, at least in part, salvages his game.
Are you kidding me, Matty, right here? You do not want to be the guy. There's always that one guy who's going to take the bullet for everybody else, and you don't want to be him. He would have got razzed on the plane flight home if he takes an 0 for 6.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Comes set with the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Ball, that's it.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Pause, now the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, there's the great equalizer. The change of El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1 home. Fouled off. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Albert Almora will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
Fouled away. A runner on first with two away. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top of the 15th were enough to decide it, and they hang on for the nice road win.
4-2 the final score today. The Cards smashed the ball all over the yard en route to collecting 18 hits. Andrew Miller wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.